Right about now, I would like to call on stage the first singer here this evening, and this man is making about his third or fourth season with Spektakula. The singer, I would like you to sit back, relax. Let's welcome on stage McGruff. Bring him on.
I am Destiny Pierre. I am Kylie Darius.
I'm Ming.
I am Karima Richard.
And you're about to watch Caribbean Inside TV.
Enjoy. Boom.
Well, hello there.
You are watching Caribbean Inside TV, the engine room of culture.
I am Ras Shorty Eye. I am a scientist, a musical scientist. I invented soca so that Caribbean people could have something to identify with wherever they go, any part of the world.
Welcome to CITV, another awesome edition. We are out in Rio Claro, somewhere near Dade Street, to meet this man that is known for his humorous political satires in Calypso. And that got him encore after encore at the infamous Spektakula Tent during the 1990s. His style is unmatched up to this date. He's a great writer, a creator, and a performer. Let's meet the man, Sylvester Langdon, aka McGruff. Welcome to CITV.
Thank you, thank you.
How you doing?
Well, so far, so good.
So far, so good. I like that phrase.
Yes.
I read somewhere that back in the day, you and Zandolie and Superior, these brothers, started out in Rio Claro. Take us back there.
Superior started long before me, right? And Superior left and went to town singing Calypso. When he was there with the big guns at the time, I didn't even start yet, right? But Superior came back to Rio Claro sometime, and we gelled together for a moment, a little bit, and we had Zandolie also at that time, and we sing together in one or two competitions and so on. And Superior left and went back to Port of Spain. I stayed here. Now, how I really get started in this Calypso business, let me tell you how I got my name first, McGruff. Right?
Yes.
There was a guy who was a supervisor in the works department in Rio Claro. And I was working with them at the time. And his name was Desi. So Desi tell me, boy, why you want to do something better than what you're doing here now, working on construction work and all kind of thing. I say, well, next year, I'm going to start doing something better because I read about a guy whose name was McGruff. Now, his name was McDuff. And he had a big farm and a lot of cattle and all kind of thing. And he started from nothing. Mm-hmm. So he laughed at the name. He said he never heard a name like that before. But he didn't pronounce the name correctly. He pronounced it as McGruff. All right? He said from the day we call him McGruff. So while I was on the work there moving out, he spread that talk and everybody started calling him McGruff, McGruff. That's how I got the name McGruff. Uh-huh. Right? And to start now, when I started, I was about 16, 17 years old at the time. And one carnival time, I heard them announcing that for the next year, the following year, that they're going to start Calypso singing in Rio Claro. And I fell for the idea. I said, well, I want to start singing Calypso.
What year that was? You can remember?
That was around 50, 58, somewhere around there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And I said I wanted to start singing this thing, but I didn't have a clue on what to do, how to start, how to make this thing.
All you know is you want to get in.
I want to get in. And a friend of mine, I asked him, I said, boy, how you start making a Calypso? He told me, boy, he said, it's hard, you know. He said, me and my brother make one already. I said, so boy? Well, I got interested. I said, well, yeah, now help me make one. And we sit down and we write something. What was it, boy? It was about school days. I can't remember a line in that now. But anyway, that is how I started and that was my first Calypso. And then I came and spoke to Superior brother, one called Bass, right? They say they enter in the competition. I say, well, I enter in the competition too. And that's how I got started.
So you started out in South?
Yeah.
Right. Any big tent?
No, we had no tent in Rio Claro at that time. We just singing around the place.
What about Zandolie?
Yes. Well, that came long after. That came somewhere in 60, 61, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I went to the big tent. That was a big tent in San Fernando there.
What was the name that?
The Southern Brigade.
Okay.
Run by a guy called Kong. Edwin Peters was his correct name.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I met a composer.
How did you end up in Spektakula?
In '89, I thought I had a good calypso, and Spektakula was having audition, and I decided to go there. I sing a calypso called Integration.
Okay.
Yeah, Integration. No, before Integration, I had another song. I sang another song, and I didn't get through that year. And '90, I went back with a song called Integration, right? And that year they told me they liked the song because it have a lot of humor in it, and they wanted me to perform in the tent. That's how I get in Spektakula.
You are an unsung hero. One of my favorites is your 1998 hit, Bring Back the Count. Now be careful, guys. If you're listed or you're title, whatever you're pronouncing it, check out Tommy.
Ladies and gentlemen, McGruff. A long, long time ago, when a man is a punk, there was a big title and a high honor. Now is president and ombudsman. Such titles they want, not Kingpin or Kong Dracula. But in my humble opinion, they should never done with such titles. They should reserve such names to identify of the people, and according to your conduct and your behavior, we don't know exactly what kind of count you are. So if a man drinking rum for spite, morning, noon and night he tight, and that's a tight count. What is a tight count? And if you have a partner, he's a slacker. All of you try with him, still a slacker, and that's a slack count. What is slack count? And you could know them when you see them. You could know them by the walk. They walk like a count. You could know them when they talk. Talk like a cock. And you could know them when they laugh. Laugh like a cock. Yak, 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 yak. To write this calypso, I want all you people know the research on conks that I did for so. From France to Germany, I check out every library. Till I meet this professor down by UE. With spectacles pulled down on the nose, and a shining ball head exposed, and a single teeth in his mouth. This professor watched me and start to shout, who informed you that we producing conks in UE? He didn't surprise me. What a full-blooded conk is he?
I just went and studied under him and invented a big word called paradigm. An educated conk. What is he? And this black man who think is divine to call his own black people hoes and swine. A misguided conk. What is he? And you could know them when you see them. And you could know them by the walk. And you could know them by the talk. And you could know them how they laugh. Yak 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 yak. Now you might like to think that conks died out long ago, but the way some people behave, that is so. Like it's a tradition with some noted conks in this land. Always want somebody calypso band. Now the latest controversy, I was singing about Anthony Bamsi. Said that mad and up me mouth that caused every record shop to sell out. I was tell me why is that bad dog the calypso? Sap didn't want him know Tantani bottom have money so. A lot of Trinidadians I know does cuss when they hear pan and calypso. Unpatriotic tons, tell them. I said, once you never string berry here, you could cuss if you want, but pan is your culture. Don't be ungrateful, come what they are. And you could know them when you see them. And you could know them by the walk. And you could know them when they talk. And you could know them when they laugh. Yak 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 yak. Yeah. McGruff, come again, come again, come again. And girl, how I look at like a what? I hear they have a plan to lock up Calypsonian. They tell me to want to go and watch man. They say this carnival, they oiling down the gallows. They say they're oiling it for sugar lows. I was piss his pants already when he hear they gunning for he. And since Chuck does stop fighting war, cause he ain't had the balls anymore. So this 98, I don't tell Satan from the straight. I'm taking the weight, and not a punctual escape unscathed. I go sing this song fearlessly, whether on Audrey or in Tranny. I am a fearless, fearless conk. What am I? Me and no power like I was. When I talk that poor child is tata, he's a coward, coward, coward. What is he? And you go know them when you see them. And you go know them by the walk. And you go know them when they talk. And by the way how they jump.
McGruff.
Bring back the count.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites. Now you write all your music.
All.
What was happening at the time that made you create a song like that? Bring back the count.
Well, the truth is, my mind always on calypso, always searching. I see calypso in everything. Any conversation, I hear calypso in it, and I'll check it out to see, well, that is a good topic to write on. Good. And somewhere along the line, I hear somebody talking about Count was a kind of a governor in those days.
Right.
Right, in the olden days, in King Arthur days, and you know. So, and I decide, well, that is a good idea for me to write a song on, and that's how I started the song.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like you have found a formula for humorous political satire. Now it's politics, but you make it funny. You not only sing, but you actually perform your calypsos.
Well, I'll tell you, what I could tell you is that I wanted to sing the serious type of song to the serious social commentary, and that. But that tent called Spektakula, right? It was one of the biggest tent in Port of Spain at the time, and I wanted to stay there after. So, after singing the integration, right, with a lot of humor in it, and the kind of anchor that I received from that song, I decided I want to stay with the humor.
And that is how you stick with that?
Yeah, that is how I stayed with the humor. And then the manager of the tent, that is the Martino brother, they took a liking to me for that, right? So, they paint me in a corner. In other words, they paint me in a corner. Humor for you, or don't come with nothing else.
And the crowd loved it.
Yeah,
the people loved it.
Yeah.
As you say, you listen to people talk, you create your songs from different things, but domestic violence was always a big thing in society.
Yes.
And it was always portrayed as men against women.
Yes.
No one ever talked about domestic violence and talk about women against men. What made you come up with that song, Domestic Violence?
Well, the very sad question you asked me, what made me come up with that song, because the very sad thing you say about violence always seems to be man against woman. But I know a woman who is against man. I know a few men who used to take licks from the woman and stay quiet. They used to take licks from the woman and stay very quiet. And you can hear them in the road boasting.
They boasted?
Yeah, they boasted. No woman can do me nothing. No man this and no man that. That's how they go along. And the biggest boaster is the biggest coward most of the times.
He get the most licks.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to enjoy the power of Calypso with McGruff and Domestic Violence.
Hey. Is a problem. Women say how men advantage them. But to me that's a one-sided view. Plus the men getting the cutlass too. Man just take it and stay quiet. Man shake to tell people that my neighbor Johnny and Millicent, John can make a move unless she gets she concerned. So if you have to talk, you have to get she consent before you talk. Go take a walk, you have to get she consent before you walk. You have to eat, you have to get she consent before you eat. Johnny wants to sleep, but Johnny can't sleep. Why Johnny can't sleep? You have to get Millie consent before you sleep. So if you have to wine,
You have to get she consent before you wine.
you have to dine,
You have to get she consent before you dine.
if you have to wine,
You have to get she consent before you dine.
Johnny want to brush his teeth, but Johnny can't brush his teeth. If he have to brush, he
You
have
have
to
to get Millie consent before you brush.
Somehow I feel something wrong with Johnny. Billy have this man like a boboli. And somehow I find that they making sense. A straight face of domestic violence. Of course I just feel sorry for the fella. All of we is man together. To take a bath, not I am afraid. If me and Gashi consent, he wouldn't pay. So if you have to drink,
You have to get she consent before you drink.
the guy who think,
You have to get she consent before you drink.
the guy who wink,
You have to get she consent before you wink.
Johnny wants to suck a kid, but Johnny can't suck no kid. If you have to suck,
You have to get Millie consent before you suck.
Hey! McGruff! Hey, McGruff! McGruff! Oh! Yeah! McGruff! Back here! Don't tell me, says I feel Johnny crazy. But the guy is lazy, the damn man lazy. Somehow I find he's actually. No matter what the end of his million. What you give him to eat, I really can't say. But the soldest man to do is a consent for everything. He him consent to do nothing. So if he has to cook,
You have to get she consent before you cook.
he has to choke,
You have to get she consent before you choke.
he has to choke.
You have to get she consent before you choke.
Johnny buy a fork to fork up some land. Why Johnny can't fork? He
You
has
have
to
to get Millie consent before you
Oh
cook.
God. Oh yeah. Ding ding. Diggity. Let me hear it over from McGruff. Yes.
Welcome back to CITV, and we are chatting with Sylvester Langdon. You know him as McGruff. Listen, Calypso is time and place. Okay. You are a dynamic orator, a fantastic performer, and a great storyteller. In 2000, you came back singing about the savannah. Take us back there. What went into your creation of that song?
Well, it's really a political piece, right? And because there was a politician called Carlos John, and he decided one day that he's going to pave the savannah or something like that. And that savannah is a savannah that a lot of cultural action take place on that savannah. So carnival time, you will find people, especially, that is where they erect the stand, the grandstand.
The grandstand, yeah, North stand, everything, yeah. Right, that's correct.
And he decided he wanted to pave there. And a lot of rainfall, and make a lot of mud, create a lot of mud in the place. And it was a hard year for carnival, for the pan, for the people that come in to enjoy the mass and all that sort of thing. And a lot of people take offense to it. And that was how I come up with the idea. College John, right, dig up the savannah.
Grass?
Yeah, dig up the savannah grass.
All right, let's revisit the year 2000 and listen to Savannah Grass by the great McGruff.
That's what I do. And he's upset about it, and I ain't blaming nobody for what happened in Savannah. All I'm saying is the asphalt. Anyhow, the name of this song, ladies and gentlemen, is Savannah March. Put your hand together, let me bring on McGruff. Left, 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 right, left, right.
Parade! Savannah! March! Left, right, left, right, left, right. Just so. Trini wake up one morning and the grass in the savannah missing. All in front the grandstand in a terrible condition, like somebody walk up the land. So they ring the minister of agriculture, but he didn't no answer. There's a man named Carlos who passed the order to walk up the savannah. The question is why Carlos walk up the savannah? Why Carlos walk up? They want to know why. They want to know why. So what you tell them? He walk it up for the regiment, and he walk it up without consent. He lie. Who tell Carlos he could walk up the grass for soldiers to pass? Michel say, oh, Carlos to pass. Come Carnival, not go play no mass, but it's lie government, lie and the serena, give consent, but pandey no, and quite young no, and Daphne no. Give it! Left, right. All them politicians like to pose for television and to create a big impression. Now the media come as usual, looking for them rascal, but they hiding like crab in canal. Now this girl in government say how she innocent about this development. She says she don't know Carlos to that extent, so she never give him consent. The question is why? We want to know why? We want to know why? They want to know why? So what he tell them? I tell Pandey the savannah grass gone, so give me the land, let me plant up corn. Rasta man a laugh out, yeah. Tell Babylon we go plant ganja, for the line government, lie and the serena, keep on send God Pandey no, and Python no, and Daphne no. Give it! Parade! Forward! March! Left, right. McGruff! Thank you!
Never in this nation, this Havana and the North stand never under attack by no madman. In the North stand we don't drink rum, gallivant and wine. The rhythm is there, engine room derived from. Now this raving madman with a paving ambition, say you go mash up we North stand. Now what mash up thing this man on? Who never had a stand since he born? The question is why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
We want to know why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
We want to know why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
We want to know why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
So what you tell them? Hey, a brand new style now to walk up the grass. So root white colors, walk up the grass. Rowley say if he catch him his mask, kicking his ass for this line government. Lion the Serena, keep one cent for Pandeno. I say all of them know. I say all of them know. I go. McGruff! Left, right. Pothole all over the country. Tell us why you ain't paved that for we. Bad road in the city, bad road in Caroni, same thing in Sandy Grande. Them holes in the Savannah, never bother no soldier. So what you paving, man? You are the worst driver I have met. The whole to pay me won't pay us yet. The question is why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
We want to know why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
We want to know why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
We want to know why?
Why colors smoke up in Savannah?
So what you tell them?
Fork it up for the regiment, and he fork it up without consent.
Listen, they're looking for war, man, they're looking for war. Why they take this Havana for? The great-grandpa and his slave master. It's them work hard and they leave that here. If Carlos Bill is something they want, whap up something for you. Carlos do?
The man McGruff. His contribution. Yeah, that is McGruff's contribution for the year 2000. The Savannah March. Let me hear it one more time for McGruff. Yeah.
You are watching Caribbean Insight TV, the engine room of culture. And I'm chatting with one of the greatest, Mr. Sylvester Langdon. You may know him as McGruff. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with much more.
I am Brian London, straight out of Trinidad and Tobago. About to be precise. Calypsonian, composer, ex-tempo artist. 100% sure. I am a fan of Caribbean Insight.
Greetings from TNT. I am Tigress.
This is the original dance master.
This is Marshall Montana.
I'm Brother Valentino.
This is Marcia Miranda.
Caribbean Insight. Yes, I watch them all the time. They're bad.
Now, I'm doing my part. This is the time you do your part and subscribe so we can keep Calypso alive.
Caribbean Insight really is dynamite. Caribbean Insight inside. Enjoy day or night. Caribbean inside. There is dynamite.
I am Ras Commander, Calypsonian. Steve Pascal is my English name, and I always watch Caribbean Inside TV.
And we are taking you through the journey of Calypso. We're talking about Spektakula, we're talking about the tents, the times, the travels. Okay. McGruff, you are one of the unsung heroes of Calypso. Now that you have retired and you have stopped singing and performing, what are you up to? What's going on with you? Take us there.
Well, just sitting around and still doing a little writing, right? Have a granddaughter who started singing some years now. And,
Singing Calypso?
Singing Calypso.
And her name is?
Carice Pascal.
You're talking about the Carice Pascal?
Yes, Carice Pascal.
Okay.
And I do most of her songs, and the very first song I did for her, right? Mm-hmm. The community development, I think it is, put out a competition called The Better Way. And everybody had to sing on that topic, The Better Way. And Carice won that competition. I thought, why? She won a laptop. In those days, laptop no coming. So she won a laptop and $10,000.
Okay.
Right.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah, and she started singing from there.
Okay.
And I wrote for other people. I can't remember the name at present, but I wrote for other people.
Yeah, but they know who they are.
Yeah.
In case if you forget.
Yeah.
And you know, you're getting young, so you know what's happening. Listen, I want to bring it to the forefront that you have lost your sight.
Yes.
What happened?
I discovered that one day I dropped out from, I didn't know I was losing my sight at that time, because I could already define a sprint at that time. Right, I used to take the lottery ticket and read the back of it, so it was one of the finest sprint I know.
Right.
And one day I was coming out from a maxi, right? And another maxi was coming to pass, and I didn't see on the left side, on the right side, I didn't see the maxi at all that was coming, and nearly got in contact with me. So then I realized that I started seeing a little black cloud, right, on the periphery. That's my periphery.
Of your
vision,
eye. Yes,
right? After they seen a black cloud on the side there. And then when I went to the eye doctor, they told me that you're suffering with glaucoma, right?
Okay.
But I was like normal, right? Seeing everything like normal, except this black cloud on the side there all the time. Okay. And I realized I'm losing some of the vision. So I went for glasses, and they tell me before get any glasses, I should go buy. I should go and get a good eye check. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went and I get the eye check, and they gave me a special type of glasses. But and then the vision started going from there. But that was somewhere around 85.
At 85?
Yeah,
okay.
Somewhere around 85.
So now it rendered you that you completely lose the sight.
Yeah,
okay.
After about 15 years.
But while we're talking about that, I remember in one of my exclusive interviews with the president of TUCO at that time, it was Brother Resistance. And he spoke about having a medical plan set up for the Calypsonians. How are you benefiting from that medical plan?
Well, there's no medical plan to benefit from really, because I don't think that got on the way at all. Or even if it started, it never lasted long. So
it's not wrong. There is no. So you're saying to me that TUCO, which is the governing body of Calypso, has no medical plan for the elderly Calypsonians?
No, they have nothing.
So, or you have to pay for all your medicine and everything like that?
Yeah, you have to pay for my medication.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you're doing a good job of it, because let me tell you, you're looking good.
Thanks for the compliment.
In 1999,
yes,
you continued on your humorous satire, and you penned the infamous iron competition.
Right.
Politicians in an iron competition. Let's hear it, and when we come back, we will talk more about it.
This man last year had a song called Bring Back the Conch. 1999. It has some fellas in this country, some iron men. They're not easy, but I think he will tell all you about them. The name of this song is The Iron Competition. I would like you to welcome on stage McGruff. Bring him on with The Iron Competition. Clang, 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 palangak, kalangak, 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 clang, 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 palangak.
Me and who invite them politicians to compete in a iron competition. So mankind back up in the grandstand to see how politician does jam iron. Pandemonium break out in the place when Bass and Manning unzip the iron case. Now I want to see well who go excel. 113 high and heavy like hell and ashamed to tell. 113 a little bicycle bell. Big iron and small iron, all them politicians come out to jam and is lip bling. Really, really bling. When Pandey kept back the iron fall and he could raise it up again at all and is lip bling. Don't get lip bling. Hey, they had people jumping, they had people whining. At first they beating sweet, Ramesh jamming a hangman beat. I live it blank, I hang them. I want to hang, I want to hang, I want to hang, I hang them, 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 I hang them. Well, they didn't have no rules, no regulation. Just bring any size of iron and come. So I say them big tall politician go be toting heavy Marco iron. And little men like Ingot and Ganga sing. Them fellas go have some little rustic. So men like Rowley go bust their tail. He should have a huge iron red people shock no tail. When Rowley pull out a headless nail. Big iron and small iron, all them politicians come out to jam and bling. When Pandey see Valley double bass, one time he start to talk about race and bling. Hey, they had people jumping, they had people whining. I was them beating sweet. Ramesh jamming the hangman beat. I live it bang, I hang them, I want to hang, I want to hang, I want to hang, I hang them, 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 I hang them. When point, what an engine room start to beat. The people say I'm beating more sweet. Even Lavandil rhythm section, they could not play them politician. The crowd start to roar when they see Morgan dressed up in a dhoti and a turban. When Job raised the iron, they start to laugh. The media fighting for photograph, but Morgan had crap. The man don't attract that right shaft. Big iron and small iron, all them politicians come out to jam and it's bling. Billy, Billy, bling, 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 bling. Joke telling people, don't call him Mark. Call him Bandy Puppy Dog and his lip, bling, bling, bling. Billy, Billy, bling, bling, bling. Hey, they had people jumping. They had people whining. Of us they beating sweet. Man in jamming a nice, nice beat. Man in bang, alone, 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 alone. I am moving, 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 I am moving.
Yeah. Hey, McGruff. Bang, 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 bang. Ding-a-ling. Ding-tong. Thank you.
Well, by now, think a night the crowd start to swell. Politician high and ringing like bell. Even as I'm in the crowd jamming, but you could hardly see the thing he beating. Same time I see the sheriff in town. He wasn't beating, I asked him what's wrong. He said he don't beat no damn old lion. When he could beat and slap up a man, and then when he done, tell them he want to show them he gun. Big iron and small iron, all them politicians come out to jam and they see the bling bling bling. Billy billy bling bling bling. Gunrad, you cannot open your clothes and walk about with your gun exposed and it's bling 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 bling. And it's bling 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 bling. They had people jumping, they had people whining. Of course they beating sweet, addition and with a nice, nice beat. And they be bang, 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 ding, dang, ding, dang, ding, dang, ding, dang, paradigm, 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 paradigm.
Yeah. McGruff. Hey, McGruff. Get him out here. Thank you.
Well, they didn't have no rules, no regulation. Just bring any size of iron and come. So why say them big tall politician go be toting heavy Mako iron? And little men like Inbot and Ganga sing. That fellas go have some little rusty thing. So men like Rowley go bust the tail. He should have a huge iron rail, people shock no tail. When Rowley pull out a headless nail. Hey, big iron and small iron, all them politicians come out to jam and it's bling bling bling. Billy billy bling 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 bling. When Pandey see body double bass, one time he start to talk for race and it's bling bling bling. Billy billy bling 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 bling. They had people jumping, they had people whining. Of course they beating sweet, quite jamming a low down beat. Go down, 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 go down. Lick it, 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 lick it.
Yeah, yeah. Let me hear it out there for McGruff. Let me hear it one more time out there for the man. McGruff, I tell you, You ain't hear how them politician iron was going by? Oh gosh! Paradigm. Hang them, hang them. I would like to hear the President of the United States how he iron will go. All of them hearing is Clinton. And at the end of here, Lewinsky.
What a competition. Everybody, big iron, small iron, everybody partying. You had the audience in stitches. This is what you were great for, encore after encore. You got it. What was your inspiration in creating that one?
Well, the Carnival Development Committee in Port of Spain decided that they want to have an iron competition between departments, you know. And I decided, well, look, that is a good idea, but to make the thing more humorous, I had to put politician. I want to put politician doing the competition instead of men, right? And come up with the idea that we're going to have this competition with politician only, and that's how I started the song. And when I finished the song, somebody told me that's a brilliant calypso.
That was awesome. Everybody loved it.
I said, well, I'm going to the tent with that. And the first night I dropped that song, well, boy, the place was an opera. Yeah, place was an opera. And every night afterwards, encore after encore. And remember, in those days, it's not like now. Now, you're hardly finding people in the tent singing to, you know, taking calypsos. In them days was every night, tent used to turn back people. Right. So I used to be singing to our big house, full house, big audience every night.
Okay.
And in those days we used to have a clash. So when you have a clash with Kitchener in the Savannah, right, is 10,000, 15,000 people.
Right. Packed. It packed. All right.
And that's what I love. I used to feel great when I see people. I know, well, everybody getting to hear my song.
And you used to make people feel great too. People had loved to come out and hear your music.
Well, that was my mission.
All right. We are enjoying the music of one of Calypso's unsung heroes, Mr. Sylvester Langdon. We know him as McGruff. This is one of my favorite, and all that we could identify, Bacchanal in Central. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get a taste of Bacchanal in Central.
We would like to move on, ladies and gentlemen. And the next performer, this man making his second season with us. Last year he had a good one. I can't remember the name of that song. I think it was Integration, where he said everybody was getting together and living in harmony. But you know we the people that live in harmony. Is that who harmony? Is that who in harmony? 1994, some Bacchanal down in Central. Bacchanal in Central. That's what we call in the song tonight. I would like you to welcome on stage McGruff. Or you're going to hear what happened. Bacchanal. Sometimes that went on. Woo!
Start this controversy. Afraid to check my girlfriend in Caroni. So I tell her, but now come go with me. So we shave we head and put on dirty. Bounce up with this group of vigilante. We tell them we name Lalan Bihari. The world's in a doubt, they asking question whether we is Indian or African. So to prove we identity, they say drop all your dirty and let we see. I tell my partner, now is the time to run. All you dirty and run. I tell my partner, if we here run, we done. All you dirty and run. I tell my partner, run boy until you're fun. All you dirty and run, and where I tell him, run, partner, run. Run like you never run, me boy. If you want to live long, long, hold your dirty and run. so much in my life. From big stick and boulders, cutlass and knife. The ringleader had a rope in hand, bawling how we longing to hang a man. I tell them me ain't no raper man, I just come to check me outside woman. I start to study if they catch me. My wife gonna line me in a deputy. Headline on the papers for she to see. Man hanging by dirty in Caroni. I tell my partner, now is the time to run.
Hold your dirty and run.
I tell my partner, if we run, we done.
Hold your dirty and run.
I tell my partner, run by until you're fun.
Hold your dirty and run.
Away I tell them, run, partner, run. Run like you never run, me boy, this is Hulsey and Banditon. So,
hold your dirty and run.
my partner asked me what we go do. So we run by a house to look for rescue. Out of this house came Shaman Pandey and Soruj and Ram not blocking the way. I see Kapildeu and Ram Killer one. I see Sudama, I see Rambachan. Stand up here Pandey, who I could see. Sat marriage with a mini doti. Sat cry like a little baby. See, I sporting a longer doti than he. I tell my partner, now is the time to run. Hold your doti and run. I tell my partner, if we run, we done. Why you say?
Hold your doti and run.
I tell my partner, run boy until you're fun.
Hold your doti and run.
Away I tell them, run, partner, run. Run like you never run, me boy. If you want to live long, long,
hold your doti and run.
Hold your doti. McGruff. Let me hear it out there for McGruff. Them fellas brave. I know a man ain't gonna sing again. And I see the man holding the dirty. Yes, the thing he have on, that is the dirty. And the thing inside of it, that is the lining.
I know you write the songs, but did this ever really happen for real? You and your partner went up in Central and played this role, or you just created?
A lot is imagination.
A lot of it was imagination.
And some is facts, right? It was just after the election, right? And there was a talk going around, right? That, not a talk, but it was facts because they held the fellas and them afterwards. Indian people putting on Afro wig.
And going, yeah.
Right, and going and raping women. Going around raping women.
Right.
They were raping their own Indian people.
Right, a negative impact.
Yeah, and they were saying it's African people. So then African people had to be very scared walking in Shagonas. In the Central.
Right.
So that is how I come up with the idea.
About the roti.
Yeah, about the, now that Calypso didn't start it off as Bacchanal Central, you know. I had it as Holy Roti and that's what I named the song. And while I was singing the song in the tent, one of the tent organizers come and tell me, name that Calypso the Hulsey controversy, right? Because there was a politician, an Indian woman, who sat down in the middle of the road in the highway and wouldn't move because she was protesting, right? Protesting against the PNM for water and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Right? And from Hulsey, controversy. And I think Tommy come up with this name, Bacchanal Central.
Well, you know Tommy like Bacchanal.
Yes, and that... And that's how the Calypso remained Bacchanal Central.
McGruff.
The name of the song.
Let's, while we're going through all of this, let's talk about some of your highs and lows of your calypso career.
Well, I think one of my highs, that same calypso, Hold Your Dirty and Run.
Okay.
I think that was one of the biggest songs that I had, right? Where it come into audience participation and you know that sort of thing. It was one of the biggest, right? I just have people singing and you know they're not saying Hold Your Dirty and Run, they're saying the other thing. Right? And that was a highlight for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget, McGruff, we have to talk about the lows. Some of the things that was hard and low down and probably stay with you. This hard side, the rough side of calypso.
Well, some of the lows I had was like going to town to sing calypso, right? And you had to pay 84 cents from Rio Claro to Port of Spain with the train, right, to sing calypso. And I remember one night I was sitting down on the pavement. I was standing for, as a matter of fact, trying to get transportation. And
transportation from where to where?
Transportation from town to by a family I had in Arima.
Arima. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Trying to get to Arima. And nothing. And I tired standing, so I sit down, right? And while I sit down, my hand I was stretching. And the next thing that I know, I wake up on the pavement in the morning lying down, sun shining in my face, and I see the foot passing. And I jump up from there. And when I jump up from there, I say, boy, that is me. And I travel to Sangre Grande and then come around back to Rio Claro. And I didn't go back in town again for a while. I say, I ain't taking them kind of strain, but I heard Calypsonian like Superior say they sleep on the house and all this sort of thing. I didn't decide to do that at all. So I didn't go back to town again for a long while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that memory.
Yeah.
We need that. We need to hear about the good times and the bad times too.
Yeah, of course.
Nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah.
Right? Luther talked about having a license firearm. Ella talked about a missing generation. Penguin said, we living in jail.
Right.
Right? And you come with we sitting in parliament. Be careful with your tie tongue.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you come up with that?
Again, just looking for topic. My eyes and my ears always open for something.
Yeah,
because I know
what was happening in Parliament at that time that made you say
well,
that?
the normal thing that happened in Parliament. People in Parliament, and when the people of the country waiting for them to do something, right? Nothing ever come in. They make a lot of promises when they're going up for election, and after election, that's it, nothing, right? People can't get jobs, no water, no electricity, and all this sort of thing, and people will complain. And I use again imagination. I use my imagination, right? You having these set of politicians sitting down. They just sit down there, and nothing happening, just nothing happening, and that never stopped. Until today, the same thing.
Same thing.
A lot of talk.
Now I said nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah, nothing happening. So I come up with a song. They just sitting in Parliament.
Calypso family, we're chatting with McGruff, one of the best humorous political satires. And sitting in Parliament, be careful, is one of his best. Let you, the audience, get a taste of it.
I want to deal with them politicians. For too damn long, my people dying. Politicians sit down and doing nothing. Brother, as they win the election, that's it. They gone in the house to sit. So brother man, I'm getting alright. I better put them back and sit in your hands. Why we can't get no betterment? Man, it's too much of sitting in parliament. Why you think the country hard like banker? You're sitting in parliament. You're getting government in the same pressure. You're sitting in parliament. So some say it's just you bring back massa. You're sitting in parliament because you put African same shit. You put Indian same shit. You put Syrian same shit. You're sitting on this, you're sitting on that. You're sitting in parliament. Talking rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. You're sitting in parliament. Mr. President, he ain't got to do it by accident. No, it's too much of sitting in parliament. To get material for this calypso, I went parliament to get my info. For I had to get good information about all who's sitting for the station. They tell me Humphrey's the man for the poor, Sobion and Hawkins the Buffalo. Robbie and Pam them for Tobago. Rowley seeing God farmers cocoa. Ramesh for Ravens and for the Ras. And the dog in Central from Grace farmers. Big man like Patrick with PhD. What they doing? Sitting in parliament. And he happen to sitting opposite me. What they doing? Sitting in parliament. Between them they making poor people pay. Sitting in parliament. And one is African, same shit. And one is Indian, same shit. You must understand, same shit. They're sitting on this, they're sitting on that. They're sitting in parliament. Talking rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. They're sitting in parliament. Mr. President, this country is burned up by accident. No, it's too much of sitting in parliament. All right, what's the whole team? It's the wonderful team. Get it? Ramesh and Pan, they're digging blues. But they can't put their damn foot in Woolsey's shoes. Woolsey is a real woman of substance. But we have all of them sitting in the pants. I have to ask Pandey where he boulders gone. Why Woolsey had to take the bull by the horn? Remember when Woolsey tattled Wassa? The next day the whole country had water. Before that, she might could be control. No water to watch the suspicious out. Again. Sitting in parliament. McGruff. Sitting in parliament. McGruff. Silver Fox, the whole country want to know. If it's love, you love a position, so. You say how Patrick them taking all the meat. And only giving opposition the boundary. Man is 30 years you in opposition. You start eating bone from Eritrea. Silver cup you have brain, you went on that yet. You know it's born opposition not yet. So if you want to sit on this country throne, I must advise you to stop sucking man in bone. My God. Yeah, that was my bro. Yeah. Trinidad and Tobago already gone through. So what we put for this big city meant to do? At times Trinidad had money to burn. Wicked politicians burn it until it's done. And now we end up in a sad state. Look how we country deteriorate. People afraid to walk in street after dark. Deep in your car before you put back. Calling watchman on them, you make it skylock. Police sitting right there when truck run back. Man shooting down man like his money cool. You're sitting in parliament and the toothless bulldog don't know what to do. What are you doing? You're sitting in parliament. Little children with guns making we do. What are you doing? You're sitting in parliament. You put Africans same shit. You put Indians same shit. You put Africans same shit. You're sitting on this, you're sitting on that. Where are you? You're sitting in parliament. Talking ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Where are you? You're sitting in parliament. Mr. President, Mr. President, all them bandits say come here by accident. No, it's too much of sitting in parliament.
Is Calypso in good hands?
Oh no?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so because the Calypsos and it's in school now. And in the school there have been a lot of school competition. Right? What is happening, the Calypso audience is not as big as in nowadays. Right? But it have a lot of young people. They love the thing and they singing it. They had their own kind of thing on the side. But the Calypso, it's still going ahead. As usual, Calypso will never die.
Never die.
Never
what
die.
would you like to say to the Calypso fraternity?
Well, I would like people to just continue, right? Don't forget the humorous Calypsos, right? And the other Calypsos like the social commentary. Continue writing, especially the young ones, continue writing. Yeah. This is the land of Calypso. And I think we should remain like that.
Well, Mr. Langdon, McGruff.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Well, you are most welcome.
I thank you for your contribution to the Calypso fraternity.
Thanks.
And Tuko, after speaking with McGruff, a man who has been with us all this time, you are the governing body of this Calypso Union. It's time you take care of our aging Calypsonians. Tuko, you've been around for 30 years. Let's do something about this. Let's not wait till they're gone for that one day of celebration. Let's do it now. So I brought you some flowers. I want everybody to see, hear you, and remember you for who you are. To you, my TV family, my Calypso family, I'll see you next week, same time, same place. God bless you all.
The name of this song, ladies and gentlemen, is one you have to listen to. It's called Integration. And the singer, McGruff. Bring him on with a nice round of applause. Integration.
Oh, yeah. Well, Trinidadian just live together. The whole wide world don't have to sit down and wonder. No place you could think about under the sun. Have training kind of racial integration. This foreign reporter says she can't understand. So much different race in this land, flocking together as one. It's Syrian flocking with Indian, Indian flocking with the African. Birds of a different feather, flocking together. Spanish flocking with Chinese, Chinese flocking with Portuguese. Birds of a different feather, flocking together. As a lady in this country, you could flock with anybody. Birds of a different feather, flocking together. So if you're fat and you see some Chinese flocking with me, so bother to ask questions. That is integration. African, flocking together. Syrian, flocking together. Indian, flocking together. You could be misled by names in Trinidad. How this African man name is Rambasad. And if you think Ramlal is an Indian man, you could ever bet your life is a half Syrian. And Chinese don't want Chinese names, all that gone to rest. Oh yeah, imagine this Chinese chef calling himself Rex West. Ramlala, Ramlala Gate. Ramlala African name. Birds of a different feather, flocking together. Indian wearing dashiki, African putting on dhoti. Birds of a different feather, flocking together. Anyhow you turn you could see Masala, Mississippi. Birds of a different feather, flocking together. If you go Caroni, the amount of Douglas that you go see. No matter to ask questions, that is integration. Africa, flocking together. Syria, flocking together. India, flocking together. It's so much you could learn about integration if you listen to them three politicians. Now Sham was the Indian Prime Minister, yet he went and voted for Manning last September. Makandal, Daga come and tell me is it? He said don't tell nobody, but he always put USC. Who said to Damareshal? I see him flocking with Makandal. Birds of a different feather, flocking together. All you remember when Sham used to flock with Derek Williams? Birds of a different feather, flocking together. I am Pandey and company. What's the flock again with Robbie? Birds of a different feather, flocking together. So if all you see Jennifer flocking with Abubakar, don't ask a stupid question. That is integration. Africa, flocking together.
McGruff. One for the police now. The police are integrated too. Every day that you take the paper to reading, if they have no more good police remaining, I don't know how them police get it to work. But rats ain't eating cheese again, they want rock. And that get Mr. Man into mad. He bring police from Scotland Yard to block with police in Trinidad. Scotland Yard can't take up record how we police blocking with them drug lords. We're all got different feathers, walking together. From DP to inspectors, blocking with them where we're bankers. We're all got different feathers, walking together. All police blocking with thief, and thief blocking with police. We're all got different feathers, walking together. On and on, the story goes. When you put rats in police clothes, so I went and I quote man. That is integration. Thief, walking together. Police, walking together. Thief, walking together. Oh yeah. Let me hear it one more time out there from McGruff.
I am Destiny P and I watch Caribbean Inside TV.
I am Larry Joseph, Caribbean King of Comedy, and I watch Caribbean Inside TV. You should do it too, because it's so fantastic.
Yo, I'm Coach Richards. Panis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep the culture alive. Boom!
Thank you for having me on.
It's a pleasure to have you here, man. Anytime.
Hello, I am Kylie and I am saying thank you for having me on CITV.